Fox News alert, Elon Musk is terminating the deal to buy Twitter. This coming from the SEC earlier today. According to Musk, Twitter was not being fully transparent on the number of spam accounts on the site. He pulled out of the $44 billion agreement, and Twitter is now pursuing legal action against Musk. Clay Travis is the founder of Outkick and co-host of the Clay Travis and Buck Sexton Show. So what does this mean for the average American, Clay?
I can't resist the joke. This has to be the first time Elon Musk has ever pulled out of anything when you really break down this deal with Twitter.
It's 9 kids.
He's now got 9 kids, for those of you out there who can't keep up with the humor there. Look, I think what's going to end up happening, I'm looking right now, the stock price is down around $2 in the after hours trading, which suggests what I think is the most likely outcome here, Jesse, which is Elon Musk and Twitter are going to engage in a protracted legal battle before they end up coming to an agreement on, if I were predicting, a purchase price somewhere less than $44 billion. Musk can argue that he's getting some sort of compensation for what he believes are misattributed numbers of users on the Twitter platform. Twitter can still get a better value than they would if Musk were allowed to completely walk away and their stock was returned to the open market. It likely would fall into the 20s, near around half of what Elon Musk is willing to purchase for. So based on the way the stock market is reacting here in the after hours to this news, I think there's going to be some sort of negotiated settlement. It may take a long time. Practical impact here, if it doesn't end up happening, Jesse, is Elon Musk can really be destructive to the overall Twitter brand and business, because unlike you and me and the vast majority of people who use Twitter, he's got the engineers and data analysts to be able to review what you basically call the fire hose of data that they relinquish to him to allow him to try to determine how many of the accounts on this platform are real, how many are fake, how many of them are spam bots versus actual real people. And so to me, if Elon Musk ever publishes the data that he may have uncovered as a part of this investigation, that could be unbelievably crippling to the overall impact of Twitter. Remember, only 20% of Americans, even based on Twitter's own numbers, are on Twitter, and only 1 in every 50 people ever bothers to actually send a tweet. We're talking about 2% roughly of the American public. It's not as big as you would think that it might be.
I understand. I have my assistant send my tweets, so I'm right there with him. Clay Travis, that's actually a good report. I'm glad you think we're going to salvage this thing, because we need Musk at the helm of that
I hope
company.
so. I think it would be
The
big
country needs it.
for right-wing and conservative thought and content-neutral platforms. We need it.
Thanks, Clay.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.